Hey guys, it's Rich here with Ultra Motorsports. Today we're taking a look at this 1963 Lincoln Continental hardtop. We're doing this video for one of a potential online buyer. We're on a different location today. We're at the, this is a consignment vehicle with a good customer of ours, and he's graciously allowed us to come out to his facility today and take a video of the car. I'm going to give you guys a real proper inspection of this thing. First, what we'll do is, just like no different than our warehouse, we're going to go and do just a walk around the car, point to any blemishes, kind of give a size reference of those blemishes, and then we'll do some interior stuff also with the car, and then we'll get on the lift and do the underside too. So a really great opportunity to get a car buyer's perspective on the car. I know Lincolns. I've had many Lincolns, and we're gonna also do some paint thickness metering, all that good stuff. So you'll get a real good idea of what is involved with this vehicle. And this is a 6,400 mile car. Okay, we're selling it with these Asante wheels on it, wheels and tires. It does have the original wheels, tires, and hubcaps available with the car to the buyer. The vehicle has had only one other upgrade, and that is the upgrade of vintage air. Otherwise, the seller is stating this is a 100% original car. He's had Lincoln Museum people trying to get at this car, get it from him, because it is such an accurate representation of one of these vehicles. Really exceptionally well kept and maintained over the years. I think you guys will see 6,400 original miles on the car. I believe he's the second owner. Okay, so in typical Ultra Motorsports fashion, what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the chrome and the grille first here, and we start right away all the time at the driver's side front fender. And as we look at the chrome, it's in excellent condition. Seller stating that this is original condition car. Okay, original paint, original chrome, everything immaculately kept in a climate controlled building its entire life. Okay, as we look at the chrome, we can see it's in very good condition. I don't see any pitting. Obviously this has been well maintained and well kept its whole life. Okay, no pitting around the lights. This is a very kind of typical area where you'd see some pitting and stuff like that. It all looks very nice as well. Okay, as we use our light and kind of just look down the side of the car, really does show kind of laser straight right now. I don't see any deviations or dents, dings, anything like that, any bad body work. Okay, the top stainless trim piece on the front fender is in excellent condition. You know, what the car could stand is, it could stand a really good detail. What we see here is we have one little spider type scratch right here. It's not through the paint. Okay, this could be polished out very easily. All right, as we look at the top side of the fender, it looks very nice. Look at the fit and finish of the hood. I am arm's reach away right now. We'll try and find a few blemishes because there are very few. What we have here is a really little stone chip right there. And just to give a reference, we'll give a reference here like this. So you can see there's one minor stone chip there. I do catch one, a really little one right here as well. Okay, so right now I can touch the car, and as you can see, you know, nothing significant. We just have one or two little blemishes on the hood. One as well right here, a very small little blister. I would not do anything with this car. It's exceptionally well kept and well preserved and maintained. I think you'll see once we go around the car, we're going to go around the car and just do a visual first, and then what we'll do is we'll go back through and we'll do like a little paint metering. Excellent condition of all the soft parts right here. Okay, all this looks really great. Chrome mirrors look very good. You can see here, all this stuff is in great shape. Let me switch lights here. This looks a little too bright, too harsh. As we look at the gasket around the window, or the side mirror, it's in excellent condition. The Gaskets around the vent windows are in excellent condition. You can see those here, great shape. Mind you, we're talking an original car, okay, 1963 original vehicle, okay. Door handle chrome is excellent. All this stainless up here, this is all polished stainless. Up these parts are, and all this is polished stainless. This all looks in excellent condition. Looks like original glass. Yeah, all this looks excellent. So I don't see any evidence the car has been taken apart. Okay. Top looks great. Let's head back down this way and look at kind of glance down the car this way. I don't see any deviations. On the front and the rear, kind of the usual suspect for pitting and stuff is these parts of the chrome on Lincolns. They end up kind of bad, but this one is just in excellent condition. Chrome rear bumper, excellent. Rear taillight lens, excellent. I really can't say enough about how well maintained this vehicle has been over the years. Okay, as we look at the rear bumper, you can't just park a car and have it look like this. Okay, this car had to have been maintained, you know, like a baby all these years, even though it wasn't being necessarily driven all the time. I did hear that the original owner took it out occasionally and drove it just to kind of keep things fresh and moving. All this looks excellent. Get a real close-up view of this. As we look at the trunk deck is in excellent condition. I don't see any blemishes whatsoever right now. I'm at eye level looking at this thing. You know, the car could stand to have a polish, but otherwise it just looks excellent. Okay. Chrome bumper towards the rear passenger side is in excellent shape, and again the lenses are great. This kind of usual suspect area for pitting is in excellent condition, as you can see. Okay, as we glance down the passenger side of the vehicle, you can see again it's laser straight, and I think we'll be very impressed when we do some metering as well on this car. Okay, top side stainless trim on the passenger side, no dents or dings. What we're looking at is this piece right here, and kind of just checking it to see if there's any, you know, place where somebody's laid their elbows or something like that. It all looks very good. All the glass looks great. All these stainless parts look good. We're gonna get the doors open here in a second and take a look after we look at the engine compartment. Gaskets are soft and supple underneath the door handles, and you can see the chrome here is just in excellent condition as well. I mean, really nice. So driver's vent window. So all these parts to be maintained this well is actually quite remarkable. You know, Lincoln parts are very difficult. They don't stamp out parts, you know, in mass production for Lincolns, really, especially Lincoln sedans and convertibles, 61 to 67. So these parts are very hard to come by, and you can tell all these parts are original and never been off the car. Again, we see really good looking chrome piece right here, not pitted at all in any way, shape, or form. So again, very tidy. Everything looks great. What we'll do before we get into the inside and engine compartment, we'll just rip around the outside of the car with our paint meter real quick. What we've got here is, you know, very simple paint meter. This will kind of just check us for Bondo. Okay, we'll go to kind of all the usual suspect areas, and I think we're going to be very impressed here. Okay, we can see, well, let's go over to something here first. I'll show you guys a little something. Okay, so we got a obviously no body work, just a vehicle lift here. Okay, so you can see here that's bare metal. Okay, And you can see where, and obviously, even at the factory, some body work would have been done before the paint. But when we look at this car, we can see excellent, consistent, metal, no buildup of Bondo or anything like that. As we look here, this is another usual suspect area. We see it looks real good. Very consistent. Here's what I like is the consistency, right? So we've got this about to 3 or 4, okay? So when the remarkable thing is that it's consistent all the way throughout, which would be consistent of like a factory paint job, okay? Once a body shop started getting involved, stuff would be a little different, right? I mean, you can't reproduce something that was mass produced or even machine sprayed, right? Robot type sprayed. Okay, so we see what we see here is a very consistent depth for everything of the paint. Okay, and I'll tell you right now, having a restoration and body shop, this area you can. There's not a way to not do body work on this thing and have it look nice. Okay, again, we see this consistent, right? I mean, that is remarkable. Okay, I mean, that's very, very remarkable. Let's look at the other side. Do some of the same here, and we get this same consistent. We're seeing this, 3, 4, and it's just all the same throughout. Okay. As for reference, I wish we could show something that has a lot of body work, because you would see that it's how sensitive this piece of this little tool is. Okay. I mean, this is just really consistent all the way throughout, and I'm just telling you that you can't really duplicate that in a conventional restoration shop setting. You can't duplicate this consistency. So this kind of lends to the story that this is a lot of original paint on this vehicle. All right. I mean, you can't do it. You can't duplicate this. I mean, this is just all original paint here. Okay. I mean, really, really incredible. Very impressive. Okay. So this is how you do a proper inspection right here. Okay, guys. So for all you listeners out there, now our potential buyers really get an idea of this vehicle and the quality and condition of this vehicle. Okay, so let's open the engine compartment, and we will take a look at the engine real quick. This is going to be the 430. Okay, in this year, 1963 was a 430 still. I believe they didn't switch the bigger engine until a little bit later on. It was like a 462, something like that. What we're doing here also is we want to lend some credibility to the originality of this vehicle. So from a restoration standpoint, we look at things like whether or not anything looks like it's been apart, and I can tell you that it does not look like it's been apart, in my opinion. Okay, what we see is a lot of originality here. Doesn't appear as though it's ever been out of the car. The engine has not. The only thing added to this thing, like I said before, was the vintage air system. And we'll get a good look at this stuff from underneath also, but just really, really, I mean, look, looks like this has never been apart. Okay, all original stuff. All right, so really incredible. These are the little things. You look at cars all day long, and this is the kind of stuff you see and you catch. This, to be quite honest, is the difference between a professional and a novice when you're looking at a car like this. Okay, so as we go to the interior, here's what we'll do. We'll take a look at all the door panels. Let's assume right now, I'm not going to go through all the operation of everything. Let's assume right now that everything is working on this vehicle, which, to be quite honest, it just doesn't have a convertible top. if one of the windows wasn't working, it's a very easy fix. I can tell you right now that they are all working. We're not going to waste time and on the video doing all that, but we're going to look at the important stuff, and that is giving credibility to this, to the statement that this vehicle is original. And look at this. People do not do this on restored cars. They don't redo this kind of stuff. This is original weather stripping for sure. This car's never been apart. I mean, look at this. That's a bare metal screw, right? It's a little water spotted in here right now. Like I said, the car could use a little polish up. That's about it. Look at this. Original stuff. I mean, look at this lower door. Never had anything done to it. What do we got here? We got an oil serviced at 5,932 miles in 1963. Okay? So what I'll also do is I'm going to kind of let you know if I spot any dye or anything like that. And I can tell you right now, I don't. This all looks very original, incredibly well kept. This original loop carpet, okay, difficult to come by. As we look at this VIN tag, this is great. Here's what we look at. We got an original VIN tag. We got original rivets, which are very difficult all this is difficult to duplicate, and there's no paint anywhere around it, okay? It's not been taped off. It's not been off the car. So again, lending to the credibility that this thing is just a time capsule of a car. This could possibly be the lowest mile Lincoln Continental available for sale in existence anywhere. I mean, I'm talking a mid-60s vehicle. All this stuff looks great and original. Obviously, this has never been apart or sprayed over or anything like that. All this weather stripping, very soft, supple. I will tell you that Lincoln weather stripping can get expensive, and all this looks great. Okay. Steering wheel is perfect. This steering wheel could cost up to $1,500 if it was cracked. This one is in excellent condition. All of the dash parts are not pitted. They look very, very nice. The dash pad on a Lincoln could easily run someone $2,000 if it needed repaired. This one is immaculate. It is perfect. Okay, I don't see any blemishes whatsoever. Now we switch to the original leather interior. Again, I do not doubt this one bit. It is in exceptional condition. Boy, it looks like this person just never even had any passengers when they were driving this car. We would normally see on a car with higher miles, we would see like a lot of wear on these areas, the bolsters, the breakdown of the seat. I mean, look at this. Look at this seat, okay? Original seat in excellent condition. Really, really tidy. Very impressive, okay? Headliner, very impressive on this car. The thermostat for the AC, this is all hanger air. This is different, obviously the vintage air system. The thermostat is in the glove box, okay? I want to point out something kind of interesting on the glove box too, is that we find this car made for this person, right? Lincoln personalized these vehicles for people. It'd be kind of cool to put another name on that, but at the same time, you wouldn't want to take it off, I guess, either. So look at this chrome on the inside of this thing. I mean, this is just immaculate. Immaculate, immaculate. It looks incredible. Okay. Right there. Obviously, that's the shot everybody wants. Just really looks great. Again, you can't tell me that this has ever been apart or painted over. You can't tell me that. This is just all very nice. Weather stripping looks great, supple. You can tell this is original weather stripping too. I'd love to be able to show you something that's not original, but they don't do it quite like this. They remake it, but it's very, very expensive and it doesn't quite look like the original. So this all looks immaculate. Driver's side rear door panel. As we look in here, these are trouble areas on Lincolns. Look at this. You know, they don't sell you that part either. This is all original weather strip. All this looks great. Rear seat looks as though it's never even been sat in. I mean, really, really tidy. Okay. Let's go to the trunk here as well. Oops, pardon me. Okay. Original trunk kit, right? How hard is this to come by? You can't purchase this, I don't believe, okay? And if you could, it's going to be incredibly expensive. Original paint under here, under the trunk deck. Original paint everywhere. All right? Look at this weather. Look at this factory markings. Look at these factory markings right here. Checked off by number 2, right? All this original. Look at this. Fomoco, Ford label on the wiring. This is really, really incredible, guys. I mean, original jack, looks like it's never even been out of its holder, okay? Original spare inside, okay? We're not gonna dig all that out right now, okay? We can get a better look at that if somebody wants, okay? The original, this is all, pardon my camera work, this is all original cardboard in here, okay? With the original buttons on it, guys. You cannot duplicate this stuff. I don't care what anybody says. This is not able to be duplicated, a lot of this stuff. And it's just incredible the way this thing has been maintained over the years. All right. Really definitely lends to the statement that this is an original mile car. I get more and more convinced every time I look at this thing. All right. Let's look at the same story as the other side. Okay, all these original fasteners and fittings, just really looking good. Original window felt in there, original window felt inside there. Can you see this? I mean, incredible. None of this stuff has ever even been apart. Very nice, all perfect. This loop carpet that's in here. Look back up in here. I mean, tell me this is not all original in there. Okay, guys, it just, this, you know, the story gets more and more believable every single time I look at this car. This original piece of weather strip right here that nobody would think to even put this on. Okay, looks great. Can't see where it's been apart. Gaskets are all supple and nice. Very tidy. I'm just trying to locate some issues here, guys, and I can't see any. All right. I mean, look at this. Look at this in here, right? You're gonna tell me you can paint this car and not get paint all over this kind of stuff in there, huh? You're gonna get paint all over all that kind of stuff. This was done at the factory when they put this car together. All right, guys, this is an incredible vehicle sold out of a private collection, offered for sale by Ultra Motorsports. A 6,400 mile car, running, driving, excellent condition. I have the original wheels and tires, original tires, wheels and hubcaps. Okay, guys. Part 2 of this video, we're gonna get this thing on a lift and I'm gonna show you how solid this car is and how well it was kept over the years. Again, it's our 1963 Lincoln Continental convertible, brought to you from a private collection and available for sale at ultramotors.net.